Hi guys, what's up? How are you today? And today, welcome to my live Q&A. Ask me anything. You can ask me totally anything that is concerning how to work, study, and live in the US. So today I'm going to answer some of your questions. So it's going to be like a mixture of questions that I received. So we're going to talk about F1 student visa, E2 investor, B1 visitor visa, EB5 green card. So it's going to be different kind of visas we're going to cover today. And of course, I want you to ask me anything because this is Q&A, so I don't want to do just another video that I'm normally doing. I have a bunch of videos, a bunch of content that you can check out on YouTube. Oh, what is this? Want to know who is watching? Swipe left to see your viewers. Okay, who is there? Hi guys, how are you? Let me know who is there, where you're from, and what is your question. So I'm going to start with student visa. Student visa is from, this question is from Ashraf. How do I get a student visa? Okay, so in order to study in the US, you have to apply for student visa. There are basically two types, F1 or actually three, F, M, J. So if you want to quickly get to the US, the easiest way is to basically enroll to ESL school. ESL school is a English as a second language school. So if you want to improve your English, you start there. That's actually how I started 10 years ago. I was enrolled in ESL school where I actually changed my status from J1 to F1, and that's how I started. And later on I applied to grad school and actually post-grad school, and I continue my studies there. So if you want to quickly get to the US, the best way is for you to get enrolled in ESL school. When you get enrolled in ESL school, you will receive I-20 form, which allows you to apply for your student F1 visa. So what I recommend to do is to choose carefully where you will be enrolled, because there are so many schools, especially for that are actually teaching English, these ESL classes, but not every school is great. So many of them are doing this because student want to keep their status legal, and the easiest way is through ESL schools. So not every ESL school is a good quality. So you have to really be careful where you enroll, and some of them are charging pretty high fees. So really make sure that you enroll in a good school. If you need help with that, I'm happy to suggest where you guys can be enrolled. There are not really high requirements, like if you want to study, you don't need to pass any test, I believe. So it's pretty easy, and you can pay, I think it costs like $500 for like 4 weeks, and you should be able to get your I-20. And when you get your I-20, then you basically can apply for F1. So that's the path. Now, if you want to be enrolled in grad school or post-grad, that's a different story. Over there, you have to really pass the admission test. If you, for example, want to be enrolled in business school, you have to do GMAT. You have to have high score, TOEFL score, or maybe IELTS. I think I passed TOEFL. I passed the TOEFL, and so you really need to show that you have a high score there, and then you have a high score on your GMAT or possibly LSAT if you want to be enrolled in GED program for lawyers. And so you have to contact the school, what are the requirements. But in order to get a student visa, what you need is that form I-20. When you get the form I-20, you're good to go. So with I-20, you can apply for your F1 visa with ease, and there's usually there are no issues when you're applying for this F1 visa, because you don't even have to show ties, like strong ties, like in case of B visa, like the tourist visa I discussed last time. It's almost automatic, like they know you're going to study, you pay for this school, so why not give you F1 student visa? So I hope that I answered the question for you, Ashraf, and I'm going to probably do like a guide for you guys where you can get the information step by step, like what you need, like if you want to apply for F1. So I'm going to post the guide somewhere in below this video in the discussion, okay? So hopefully that will help you. All right, guys, so tell me what is your question. I see like there are some viewers here, and let me know where you guys from and how are you. Hi, Ferdus, how are you? Where are you from? Hi, Hossein. Where are you from, guys? Okay, so how can I meet you? Well, it depends where you are. I applied for a temporary business and tourist visa. Okay, Cherry. Hi, Cherry. So what happened there? Okay, B1, B2. Okay. See more. Let's see more. Okay. So what happened if you apply for B1, B2? B1, B2 is just a temporary visitor visa. It allows you to stay up to 6 months. And then you have to figure out the way how if you want to stay there legally, you have to change that. Okay, guys, so the second question I received is from Vajit. I'm working with University Educational Consulting. So this guy is in Pakistan. He works with universities in the US, and it's educational consultancy. I want to know how I can open up or affiliate. Do I need to invest? Okay, guys, so if you have already business up and running in your country and you want to expand to the US, two options. If you are from treaty country, you can apply for E2. And if you are not from treaty country, you can apply for L1. Okay, Cherry, is it what I filed on the visa application form at the same question I filed likely to come out? I don't understand. What do you mean like if you filed the application, whatever you wrote on your DS-160, that you definitely they know this information. U.S. Embassy has this information. So if you go for the interview, I recommend to stick with whatever you said on that form. Make sure that it's aligned with what you're saying. Okay, so let me continue with this question. So this person was asking if he can come to the US and open the affiliate office. So yes, he can definitely do so, and he's from Pakistan. Pakistan is treaty country, so he can apply for E2. How much he needs to invest? So do I need to invest? That's his question. Yeah, like how can you open office in the US if you don't invest? Is it like somebody else investing? You know what I mean? So you definitely need to invest. The question is how much you need to invest. And it really depends on the business you are about to open. So if he's doing consultancy with several universities, then maybe the fees are not so high. In order to get investment visa, does it has to be 500,000 cash? Sufyan, hi. No, great question. Thank you so much for asking. No, if you want to get EB5, which is a green card, then you have to invest 500,000. And there is a difference between EB5 green card and E2 investor visa. They're almost called the same name, right? It's investor visa, but they're different. With E2, it's a non-immigrant visa, allows you to come to the US and stay as long as you run your business, right? If you want to, however, apply for citizenship or be a permanent resident, you cannot be on this visa. You have to apply for a green card. EB5 investor visa is actually a green card. It's an EB5 green card through investment. With this green card, you can get this green card if you invest $500,000 and this $500,000 you invest into regional centers. So these are the centers around the US that are approved. They have projects that are approved by the government. And if you invest into one of these projects, it's sort of like buying a green card, right? But you don't really know if the investment is good, and some of them are not so great. So you have to be careful. Where are you going to invest? What project, what center, okay? Or you invest $1 million into any commercial enterprise. It can be your business, it has to be your business, your commercial enterprise, and within 2 years you need to hire 10 people, full-time positions. Or you can invest $500,000 into targeted employment areas. Those are areas with high unemployment rate. So there are certain areas in the US that have a very high unemployment rate. If you invest into that area, you invest $500,000, you sort of create the job opportunities for locals, then you will be able to get your EB-5. Or you invest $500,000 into rural areas. These are areas where are less than 20,000 people. So if you do that, you get your green card, and that's EB-5 green card. On the other hand, if you invest less than 500,000, you will get your E2 investor visa if you are from a treaty country. And they are almost the same, actually, to be honest. The only difference is that you can, with E2 visa, you have to renew every 2 years or every 5 years, depending where you're from. And okay, he's asking Sufyar. So you have to hire 10 people. Yes, you have to hire 10 people within 2 years. And full-time position, these people cannot be from your country. They has to be US residents or citizens. And if you are applying for E2 visa, investor visa, you don't have to hire 10 people, okay? Oh, I'm speaking with low volume. Okay, guys, actually I have a mic here. Is it better? I hope it's better. Sorry for that. I hope it's gonna be better now. Or maybe I can put it here. AJ, hi. Thank you for providing information. Oh, my pleasure. I know that you guys need this because actually I was like that like 10 years ago, I moved to the US by myself and it was hard, you know. So yes, I am business immigration attorney. I do my work. It's my profession, but at the same time I understand the need to have someone who you can talk to just like without paying anything, right? Because not everyone can afford the fees. You know what I mean? So anyway, Cherry, it's clear now. Okay, awesome. I'm glad it's clear. So back to your question. You have to hire 10 people, but with E2 you don't have to. So it really depends, like if you want to become the permanent resident or if you just want to run the business. And if you ask me what is the main difference, well, with the E2 you have to renew the visa and you stay there as long as the business is up and running. But if you don't, then if you don't, then you are out of the country. So, all right. Hey, Qasim, what are the opportunities for Pakistan nationals as there are more Pakistan listening and admiring you? Well, you actually, to be honest, guys, it's good for you that you are from Pakistan in a sense that you can apply for E2 investor visa. And my opinion is these are the best visas for entrepreneurs. So if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, and you have to be from a treaty country that actually has a treaty with the US in order to apply for E2. Not every country is a treaty country. So that's a blessing, in my opinion, that you will be able to apply for E2, because if you are not qualified for E2, then basically as an entrepreneur, business owner, what are your options? L visa or EB-5. EB-5, the minimum is $500,000. With L visa are sort of tricky, and I already discussed this in the previous videos, because with L visa, you have to have business that is already established, and you are opening affiliate in the US. Okay, so you have business that is up and running, and you want to open affiliate. When you open the affiliate, you have to be careful, because L visa are for managers, people who come to the US, establish the office, and they get the visa only for 1 year. Now, within the 1 year, my opinion, it's a very short time. You have 1 year to actually start a business, hire people, establish the whole department. It depends what is the business, what are you doing, but you have to establish the whole department. It's a lot of work within 1 year. And if the business is not established enough, then you will not get extension. On the other hand, if it's established, the department is up and running, and you are managing the whole department, then you will be able to apply for a green card, EB1. So I think that's perfect. It really depends, like, how fast you will be able to build a business. It depends on you. So that's why I think that E2 visa is a blessing. If you are from a third country, you can apply for it, and it's all you have to do is to invest substantial amount of capital. However, even if you're investing substantial amount of capital, there's no minimum and maximum, you know what I mean? So you can invest $50,000, $40,000, and again, depends on the business. Really, you have to be mindful, like, what kind of business you're doing. Because if you, for example, buying a restaurant, obviously you need more money. With $40,000, there's no way you can do it. Okay, another question. If I can answer all the questions asked by the consulate, I guess I have a chances of getting the... Of course. By the way, I did last time I did live Q&A. You can download free cheat sheet how you can rock the B visa interview. Why don't you go and download that cheat sheet? I will after this I will reply to your message, to your questions. To your question, I will reply and I post the link. I think, I don't remember like what is the link, but it's a basically free cheat sheet where you can see the questions, frequently asked questions that you should expect. And when you just answer those questions and you are well prepared, you on time, you are not nervous, say cool, you know what I mean? Like, don't be nervous. Then you should definitely get the visa. But be careful, you need to also establish strong ties to your home country. That's so important. Okay, Kwasim. Basically, I have a company registered in China as an enterprise status. As now, we do recruiting services for Chinese universities as a sole representative of a Chinese universities in Pakistan. Will it be helpful to continue some business in America? Okay, well, I'm happy to do like I can offer you like 15 minutes free consultations. Normally I charge 300 per hour, but also I'm offering the Ask Me Anything group, but I know you already signed up there, so I will keep you updated, because I've been to China recently, a month ago, and I'm sort of familiar with the market. So it really depends, like, what are your goals? Like, if you tell me more, like, you are recruiting service for Chinese universities. So what exactly you do? Like, you bring you bring staff members from Pakistan to China, and what exactly would you like to do in the US? Tell me more details. Like, if you want to expand to the US and you want to do affiliated office, I say you should apply for E2 visa, because don't go with L visa. And I just explained the reason why. I would go with E2, but I would need to know, like, what exactly you want to do there. I think that the combination of China and US, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, not as a lawyer, is definitely great. And there's so many Chinese people who are actually investing into US market, and they love US. They love to send their kids to the US. They are crazy about US. So, okay, another question. Yes, I'm married and I will be spending 5 days in the US. Then I will return back to my family. Perfect. So if you are married, so you have ties, okay, you have family ties in your home country, and after 5 days the conference is over, you're going back, then you should be fine. You should get the visa, in my opinion, because you do have a family. Do you have a business, Cherry? Do you have a business in your home country, or you are employed? It's so important if you can establish that you have a business and the business really needs you, so you can abandon the business. Or if you are employed, that you establish that you have a contract with your employer. So it really is going to help to show that you are planning to come back. And if you are already, if you pay for a conference, I'm assuming that you have, then make sure to submit the ticket to the conference and also hotel reservation. So it's super crystal clear that you're coming back and there's no intention for you to stay. And also have a return ticket. I recommend that. Jilash is asking, can we do E2 visa as an investor from India? I'm sorry if you can't. India is not the treaty country. I wish it was, because there's so many people who will be applying for E2 visa. But you can't apply if you are from India, if that is your citizenship. But you can apply for L1 visa, L1A. You can expand and open office if you have up and running business in India. That would be a solution for you. Cherry, I'm employed and I will be going with my company for the seminar. Okay, so if the company the company is sending you for the seminar, then make sure to show the contract with your with your employer, your company that is sending you to the US for the seminar. And I think that you shouldn't have any issues and you should be approved your B1 visa. Gilesh, okay, I had L1 visa long back. So what happened? Did you have L1A or L1B? And where are you now? Are you in the US or you are back in your home country? So what happened if you already been on L1? Then what happened? Tell me about the story. I wonder what happened. Because sometimes I have clients who were on L visa and we switch and apply for E2 visa for them. I want to open company as a venture capitalist in India. Okay, you are in India. Great. Well, the thing with L1, you probably know that if you want to open L1 office, you have to have already established company in India. So I would say I would advise you to work on your business in your home country, grow the business, and then open the office, affiliated office, and you can go there on L1A. Because if you don't have office, how can you open affiliate? You know what I mean? Qasim, I want to expand my business legally and want to recruit students of America to study in China, as there are great potential in America. Students of America really want to study in China. So basically, I want to provide services and procedures to enroll in students. Wow, good. Actually, I think it's a great idea, to be honest, because more and more people want to study Chinese. I wish I know Chinese. When I was there, all the time I had to have my personal assistant who was translating everything. It's so crazy, like you cannot live there without actually speaking Chinese. So I think you have a good business idea, to be honest. Based on my personal experience, I think it's a great idea. Yeah, let's talk more. Like, I will send me an email at office@immigrationbiz.com and we can schedule the 15 minutes free consultation. And also, guys, I have the group Ask Me Anything, which is going to be private group, because this is public. The whole public can watch these videos. But I want to start doing private calls, live calls, where I'm going to answer specific questions, and we're going to do it in a private closed group. And this is, you have to, obviously, this is going to be for $19.99 and I'm going to, if you want to enroll to this group, you can, actually the link I'm posting about this video, so you can enroll there, and I will send you update through email when the enrollment starts. And my plan is to launch at the end of September. So we're going to have a private group where we can talk. This is especially for people who are like Qasim, like he is entrepreneur, he wants to expand, he wants to have ongoing calls based on subscription every week with me, and he doesn't want to pay $300 for one consultation. So this is solution for you. Okay, another question. Hi, I'm Mohammed from Pakistan. How are you? Hi, Mohammed. We do have office in Mumbai, India. Jilesh. Okay, cool. So if you have office in Mumbai, India, in that case, you can expand and open affiliated in US, and that's going to be L1A visa. We have a lot of investors in our company. I am into business consultant. We buy business and run and manage on behalf of investor in the UK, Mumbai. Now we are looking into US for partners and expansion. Okay. I think you would qualify for L1A, to be honest, Jilesh. Why don't you email me at office@immigrationbiz.com and we can talk more details, because I think you would be qualified for L1A visa. And when you open because it's already established company, so I think that you would be able to create and build a business within a year and have the whole department. So basically, what does it mean to have the whole department? Like, if you are in consultancy business, you have to have other consultants below that you are managing. You cannot be the only person managing the whole business. That means that you have the whole department. If you are managing the business yourself, and for example, you have one secretary, one marketer, that's not enough. You know what I mean? Like, you will not be approved. So guys, if you can just email me, just go to ImmigrationBiz.com and fill out the contact form, because for me it's so hard to remember. Like, after this video is over, there's going to be so many comments and I might lose that email. So why don't you just email me through the website or at office@immigrationbiz.com. Thank you so much. Jilesh, okay, so if actually you can find, like, okay, if you want to do the business in the US, I recommend to be there, physically present. You can hire local partners who can be your partners, but you need your own visa to be physically present. If you want to live there, of course. Like, if you just want to come to the US for a temporary stay, you can go as a business visitor, and you can go there on B1 visa, and you can look for a partner. But if you want to live there and if you want to spend some time and manage your business there, then I would definitely advise you to be on L1A. And I'll tell you the reason why as well, is because when you're entering the country and they ask you why you're coming there, if you are just coming for a business meeting, that is fine. But if you're coming there to stay and actually do some work, and you are getting paid for it, then that is illegal. So you need to find a solution. Of course, if it's just 1 trip, 2 trips per year, then it's fine. You can be on B visa. Okay. So Qasim, yeah, Jules, just send me an email, please, and we can talk more details there. I have 10 years of experience in China education system for international students, representing more than 10 universities. So if you can guide me and let me know. I have already registered. And I have already registered the Gal Gadot party. Perfect. I'm glad there is going to be Gal Gadot party. Anyway, I really think that for you, because you are from Pakistan, you can apply for E2, and that's going to be perfect. You can really start a business under E2 visa, and I think it's a good business model. So I would go with E2 for sure. And what is my email, Cherry? office@immigrationbiz.com. But I will also I will send you a link where you can get a free guide how you can prepare for the visa interview. That's actually the guide I did last week, and I also talk about it. So yeah, so I hope it helps. Okay, guys, more questions? Let me know, because then we're going to talk about another question here, which is from Farouk. My dream is to visit the US. My dad lived there for 13 years and recently passed away. I'd like to visit the place where he used to live, New York. What can I do? Farouk, I think you should apply for B1, B2 visa. And again, like, I'll post the link where you can download the guide how to rock the visa interview. So you are well prepared, but I think that you really should be able to, I mean, if you show the strong ties, you should be able to get the B1, B2. Sorry to hear that your dad passed away, and I think that it's actually a shame that you didn't that he didn't sponsor you on a green card, because usually family members can do that. Okay. I'm looking for working visa. I'm looking for a work visa in the US. I'm a finishing carpenter. Can you tell me? I'm Egyptian, 25 years of experience. So, do you have your own business as a carpenter, or what are you looking for a job as a carpenter? Because if you have your own business as a carpenter and you are from Egypt, also Egypt is a treaty country, so you can apply for E2 visa as an investor, and it depends, like, what do you need as a carpenter if you want to run that business in the US. So you have to do your own market research. And Cherry, is that correct email? Yes, that is correct email. Now, I'm receiving many emails, guys, so sometimes it takes a while we reply. And for those who want to do the consultation, again, you can go to ImmigrationBiz.com/askmeanything, and the link is above, where you can also be part of the group where we're going to be discussing your case for affordable prices. Okay. So you are looking for a job. Well, if you are looking for a job, to be honest, that's kind of hard, because American citizens are looking for a job. And now Mr. Trump, he wants to secure that all Americans have their jobs. So it's very difficult if you, as a foreigner, is looking for a job. You know what I mean? That's like, sure, Qasim. Yeah, absolutely. That's the right email, and I'll talk to you soon. So it's really hard if you're looking for a job and you want to get the work visa. Now, of course, there are work visas like H-1B or H-2B. H-2B are for either seasonal works or actually works that are, if they're missing workforce in the U.S. market, you have a chance to get the job, to get the work visa. But it's very difficult. With H-1B, you have to be educated in the US, or you have to equivalent of that education. So for example, you have to have a bachelor degree, or you have to have a postgrad or master degree if you want to apply for H-1B. So, you know, think about it, like there's so many car partners who wants to have a job in the US. Like, why would the US welcome you, a foreigner? You know what I mean? Like, you have to add some value to the country. That's how the immigration system is set up. So if you have 25 years of experience, why don't you start your company and add value that way? You can start your company, borrow, loan some money, and then apply for a E2 visa. That's definitely easier path than H-1B. You know what I mean? Like, I tell you my own experience. So I graduated, actually the reason I applied to Ivy League school, super expensive school, was that I thought that when I'm done, when I graduate, and when I become attorney, I'm gonna get a job, right? But think about it, this is Ivy League school in the US, and it's a law school, and I was attorney. Guess what? Nobody would hire me. So I had to figure out my own way, and I started my company. And that way I got my own visa. So it's so hard to get H-1B. And the reason it's so hard is also there's so many people who are qualified, and there is a limit per year, only 60,000 visas are issued, okay? Additionally, 20 in a master category. So together you have 80,000. If you send the application and you qualify, then there is still more people applying. Last year there was over 200,000 applicants. So there's so many people applying for H-1B. And because there's so many people applying, there's this lottery. And so it's a random selection, almost like a green card lottery. So even if you pay for the application, which is around $5,000–6,000, right? Even if you are eligible, you qualified, you are educated in the US, still if you apply for H-1B, you might not get it because the volume of applications. So my opinion, this visa sucks. You know, you have to figure out other way if you want to live in the US. So, Kathrik, I want to study and work in the US. Good for you. I think you should do that, because first when you study, you get to know the system, you learn the English, you get the skills, but then when you want to work again, the same problem comes. Okay, of course, like if you are like in IT, then I think you can get your H-1B visa, unless you are not selected, right? But even if you are a lawyer, it's so hard, you know, even as a doctor, it's so hard. So if you study there and you want to start your own business, then my opinion is you don't even need to go to Ivy League school, because why would you need Ivy League school if you want to do your own business? So that's just my opinion. Should I have a TOEFL? Yes, you need to have a high score, especially like if you're applying. I think in every school you're applying, you need TOEFL, but you also need very high score if you're applying for Ivy League. So really you have to check the school that you want to apply to, and I will post the link where you can also get the guide, like how you can get into Ivy League school and how you can get and study in the US. I think it's ImmigrationBiz.com/study in the US. And I will post the link when I'm done with this video, so you can download the guide, how you can get to and study in the US. But definitely IELTS, I think it's the same. TOEFL or IELTS, it depends like what school you want to apply. I think you have to check the requirements in that particular school, and if you I think TOEFL is like the more general. So every school that I know is basically accepting TOEFL. Cherry, I'm very grateful. You can help me. Yes, sure. I think honestly, Cherry, like I think you would be fine. You will be fine. I will post the link and you can download it, and I think you should not have any problems with your interview. Okay, what's the total cost of the process? The application process for the school, you mean? Wow, good question. And the process itself, it depends where you are enrolled, what school you want to study, and it really depends what school we're talking about. Like, for example, if you want to be enrolled in ESL, English as a Second Language school, the prices are not that crazy. I think you can study, it's 1 month. My friend actually, he owns ESL school, so I can definitely recommend his school because he's a very good teacher and he's honest, he's doing honest business. I think he's charging $500 per month. That is the tuition, $500 for 4 weeks. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But if you go to Ivy League school, like Harvard, Stanford, Northwestern, NYU, prepare to pay, I think, between $40,000 to $50,000 per semester. It's crazy. So you have to find a way how to finance the school. Normally they don't give you the loan if you are a foreigner. So you have to find the other way how to get a loan. And the problem is you cannot work while you study. That's another thing. That totally sucks. It's so hard, guys. And I've been through the process myself. I know it's hard. So you have to basically get the money, get the loan, study full-time, just study like crazy person, and then look for a job. And then if you cannot find a job, start your own business. So now if you ask me, do you need to go to Ivy League school? I'm not sure. Maybe not, because you don't need it if you're going to start your own business, you know? So, Qasim, test of English as a foreign language, TOEFL, international English. Yeah, the requirement is either TOEFL or IELTS. But most of the school, I think they accept both. It's a standardized test. And also if you can I directly apply for a job? Well, no, not really, because here's the problem. I was discussing that if you are directly applying for a job, then you are not in the category of H1B. So in order to apply for H1B, you have to either be the postgrad or grad, or you have to have a bachelor degree from the US. So if you are applying, you need, for H1B work visa, this is a specialty occupation visa, you need their education. Now, if you don't have their education, it's even harder to get a job. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible. And this is reality, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, you know, I'm doing this because I had the same issues, I had the same problems, and the immigration system was pissing me off. So it's not easy, you know what I mean? So if you ask me what to do, like, okay, if you want to improve your English, go to the US, study and improve your English through ESL classes, okay? Then you will see if you want to stay and apply for another school. Now, don't be upset. You can totally do it. You know, everyone can do it, especially if you are coming from like third world country, developing country. You know what I mean? Like, because these good schools, they want diversity. So they will accept you because they want to keep diverse student body. So don't be like, oh my God, it's impossible. It is possible, but you have to really be clear, like, why you want to do this, like, why you want to study in the US. Is it because you want to live in the US, or is it because, you know, get clear, like, why do I want to study? What do I want to do? If I spend so much time, money, and energy, then what do I want to do later? Like, do I want to work in the US for a big corporation, or, you know, like, why I want to be there? Like, if you want to work for a big corporation, then of course it's easier to get there from Ivy League school, but still that's not guaranteed, because you are a foreigner, and you as a foreigner need a visa, and they don't want to deal with you because they don't want to give you the work visa. You know, they rather hire local Americans, and they don't care if you're smart enough, beautiful enough, whatever, hardworking, you know what I mean? So that's reality. Are you processing other countries? Actually, I help with real estate investments to Australia and European Union, because I'm from Europe originally, and my education is also from Europe. So, but these are like investments. So if you want to invest into real estate properties and get the PR, that's what I do with other jurisdictions. But my specialty is like US. So. Okay, no, I don't do Canada. I'm sorry, I don't do Canada. I know Canada is easier than US, as far as I know, but again, US is US. It's a country of opportunities, and you have to work harder. You know, either way, like you have to figure out like how you can, you know, make it happen there, because it's not for everyone, obviously. Qasim, watch more and more English Hollywood movies, like documentary type of story. Yes, I absolutely agree. You should watch. It's so funny. You are talking about things that I was just doing shooting a video. That is they will be released in like 2 weeks, and I was telling my top advice is that you have to read English in books. Read English in books. Never mind. You have to read books in English, and you have to watch the movies, like American movies or movies in English, because also that's going to help you with your with just like you need to sort of download the English in your brain, and don't think in your local language, your native language. You have to think in English. And also what helps is to spend time in English speaking country. So really, like, if you love US, you want to make it happen there, then I think that you can just start small, you know. Go there as a student, study English, take ESL classes, and then you will see. You know, you see if you like it, if you feel like you can make it, you know, and you will get clear, like, while you're doing it. Like, if you just stay home and you never go there, then you're not gonna find out if it's for you or not. So I think that's the advice I can give you. And of course, like, if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, and you're doing business and you want to expand to the US, I think like Qasim, he wants to bring Americans to the China, and also like the case studies I was discussing today, like if you want to open affiliate office there as a venture capitalist, it's totally possible. Like you can do that, and it's so important to believe in yourself. I think that's especially if you're foreigner, if you are future immigrant or entrepreneur from different country. Like, it's already hard to be entrepreneur, but if you it's so important to believe in yourself no matter what. Like, you have to believe that it's possible, it can be done, even though it's hard. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. Like, it's up to you. I personally believe that anything is possible, and I can do anything I want if my mindset is like that. Like, of course, I have times when I don't feel like that, right? So, and that will be manifested. I will see that in my reality. So I just remember, like, 10 years ago, I had no idea, like, oh my God, like, I'm going to US, like, how on earth, like, how can I even stay and live here legally, you know? Like, I was so obsessed with America. Like, it was my dream. And if you are like that, like, if you feel like this is your dream and you're gonna make it happen no matter what, and you don't care, like, what, if it's hard or whatever that is, at some point, you will make it happen. And if you have this mindset, I'm telling you, the opportunities will come and you will find a way. That's what I really think. So I hope it helps. And thank you so much for your hearts, guys, and your likes and your questions. And for those who are interested, check out the link above this video where you can enroll in the private group with me, and you will be able to do private Q&A on weekly basis. And if you need guidance through the process and you need to ask me questions and whatever you need, like, I'm here for you to help you. I know how difficult it is, and that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this program, this group, this private group. And I actually have some cool coming up programs that I'm gonna share with you when the time is up, but right now I keep it secret. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this helped you, and I'm gonna do weekly Q&A for everybody. So even if you don't want to be in the private group, this is going to be weekly Q&A for everyone. So I'll see you next week in the public Q&A. And if you have more questions, you can post them below this video. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.